One thing I gotta mention is that the same people who painted this apartment are the same people who do the plumbing, are the same people that repair a window, are the same people who never repaired the heater, so I had to go a year without a kitchen heater because they had no clue how to. Now, they have no clue how to paint, they have no idea how to fix a window, they have no idea how to do plumbing. How do I know? Because this is their paint job. That's how they paint. They don't even put on fucking tape. That's how they painted the damn place. Okay, how about their window? I've been asking them for 6 years to fix their window. They say this window is fixed. Oh, oh yeah. And they already fixed it last year, the year before, and water flooded in just last night. As you can see, there's still water moisture coming in right this moment. As you can see, it's not fucking fixed. There's still water coming down the wall. So that's the person doing the window. Now, how about the pipes? They put up a ceiling tile hiding what's going on up there, but there's still boiling hot water coming out, and you only get hot water, so you really can't take much of a shower, and the water still smells like sewage. Okay, I asked them to fix under the sink, all this mold spots. They never did anything. Actually, they had me scrape the rag and get sick. Oh, every time I open that, I can... Oof, goddamn. Yeah, that one had a mold with black mold literally living all over it, a rag. When I first moved in, I asked them to take care of it. The maintenance looked at it and said, I'm not touching that, I'll get sick. And then I never heard from them. I never could get maintenance to answer the phone. I couldn't get the landlord to get them to come back in and take care of the mold under the sink. But I have videos on my YouTube of what that rag looked like under the sink. And I eventually took care of it, as you can see, but I really didn't want to get sick either. So, I mean, it wasn't us. We didn't put it there. No, we did not. That was probably the tenant before us trying to teach the landlord a lesson about the mold in here. Because obviously there's lots of mold eating out everything. And the landlord probably played his little show and dance, calling the landlord, his tenants' names. Oh, this tenant is a junkie, and this tenant is this, and this tenant is a retard, and this tenant is disabled, and this tenant's a sex offender, and this tenant's... Trying to make sure that none of the judges listen to us as he lies and goes, they didn't pay me the rent. No, you refuse to take the rent. Well, now I'm going to play a bunch of games to hurt him by beating him on the ground and putting him out of work. And then I'll evict him for not having a job. Well, I still have a job, I just can't return. Plus, we paid you through David. You just wouldn't take the money at the time. Yeah, so what? Oh, wait a minute. I mean, no, I never did that. That's the landlord in court. Literally like that. And of course, they go along with it every time as they hear the tenants repeat the same story. No, the landlord's lying. No, the landlord's lying. No, every single time the landlord tries the same trick with multiple tenants. He'll say, if you try to report anything, I'll evict you. Now that's illegal. Threatening eviction because somebody wants mold to be removed or bed bugs to remove is illegal in the first place. But how does the landlord actually do it to these tenants when they want the bed bugs removed? Well, upstairs made a complaint about bed bugs. They got an eviction notice for what? Because the landlord came by. They went to pay their rent. The landlord refused to take the rent money and then went to court saying that they refused to give him the money. Lying and reversing everything. Everything the landlord tries to do as a trick, he will then turn around on his tenants and say they're the ones doing the trick. Meanwhile, the tenants are like, what? What did I do? I just been following the judge's orders. I did the discovery. I did everything. Meanwhile, the landlord just lies. And there's no proof to any of these lies. He's just going off in left field. But the judges in Rochester love it because he makes money for the town. Let's go along with it. Let's fuck with these disabled individuals who are getting sucked dry from the economy. They pay double and most rent from the time when you guys grew up, when you guys were in your 20s and 30s, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. It wasn't like this one bit, but we're already getting gouged at the pumps, gouged at the grocery store, gouged on rent, gouged on electric. Everything is so much bigger while the checks stayed the same for almost all bottom industries. We've never seen it like this before. And now the judges in Rochester want to suck the bottom dry when there's nothing left to suck. You're going to cause everybody at the bottom to file for bankruptcy. I mean, I've never even had a credit card in my life, but I've had a phone company take advantage of me. I've had a cable company try to take advantage of me. I've had this landlord, the only landlord I know of that really took advantage of me. I mean, my other apartments, I mean, he refused to fix the bell, so I couldn't tell who was at the door, and he had homeless people in the hallways. That's about it for that one. And the one before that, no, that was pretty much it. No, that's it. And then, but in here, I have never seen more abuses, and I mean actual abuses. I mean, the landlord even tried to hurt me and put me out of order for a long period of time so I wouldn't be able to make it to court. He knew my kidneys were in bad shape. He knew my GI was in bad shape. He knew an ambulance took me out of here a week prior, and now I'm trying to hand him money and a note, and he grabs me, throws me to a door on camera, then starts to kick me. And he thinks he's out of the way of the camera. He forgets about the camera and figures it only has like a straight view of the stairs. So he thinks by pushing me into my apartment, the camera won't see him kick me and punch me. But it does. It shows him bending down and punching me and kicking me right in my damaged parts. He literally aims for the kidneys he knows is bad shape, and he literally aims for the part he sees me protecting every day while walking around. Everybody, he showed up at my job. He's known that I have problems with that part of my body, and now he aims for my hurt and injured parts with his fist and with his boot. And this is caught on camera. And what does Rochester do? They try to downplay it and downsize it as much as possible. I mean, there's hate speech involved. I'm wearing rainbow, and he's calling me a faggot and a bunch of names beforehand. And now he's literally almost causing permanent, well, we still don't know. Like I said, the doctors are doing malpractice like crazy, and they've been little to no help in this area. So I have to try to go to Manchester to get help. But first, I got to solve all this landlord's bullshit, what is until October 23rd, because Rochester District Court decided the assault should be pushed to October 23rd, when this all happened way back in April. It happened in April, May, or June, around there. I think it was, we went to court for the first case in July, so I think it was the month before June, so that would be May. It happened around May or June to be exact. I know in the other one I said April, but I was thinking of the month before July, or that's June, and a little bit before that, what would be May. That's not April. So it's actually May, a little before June would be when all this happened, I would guess. It's been a while now. And that's part of the problem. They move the eviction forward for July 26th, 30 days. Oh, 30 days after. Okay, it was June. It was June. Because it was 30 days after the assault, and 3 days after the assault is when the landlord filed for the eviction. And they moved the assault to October 23rd. They moved the eviction for July 16th. And they moved the withholding of rent for all this crap that you've been seeing on camera to July 26th, which David had a problem with getting there, so it became July 29th. Now, the landlord doesn't show up for half of these. I get David there 46 minutes late. Sorry, 46 minutes late, the judge says, on one of the other ones, because I had to get it. He goes, no, it's a different day. No, it's a different day. He's all confused. It's bad enough that this is going on, but David has no help, and all he needs is a rep payee and a social worker. But they keep on fucking him over big time, screwing with his head. His own worker from Rochester has screwed with him, and I'll be a witness to that to the day I died. And all they're doing is driving me bonkers. I don't know many people that can go through this hassle and stay sane. I mean, you're literally getting driven nuts by the town of Rochester. Okay, if they go, oh no, you're nuts all on your own. Okay, just fine. Okay, come and look at these videos and pictures and tell me what you think. Oh no, we're afraid to. You're afraid to look at videos of mold and waterfalls coming into an apartment. You're afraid to watch videos of a landlord beating on a tenant. You're afraid to get reports from neighbors and friends as one big report. I mean, you got 3 floors of this shit going on. Okay, I'm dry, so I guess I'm going to get out of here now. Because I don't got a lot of time on this video, and I was only doing this while drying off in the bathroom. So, that's it. That's enough.